trust your gut. If something doesn't feel right, it's not right. You don't need the proof. You don't need to know the list of the bullet points as to why it's not right. You feel it's not right, it's not right. So trust your gut in all things. Next slide. So we kind of went through some of the essentials. So every year you should have an annual, a checkup. They'll be doing things like your height, your weight, your blood pressure. Some doctors might do a baseline x-ray on you, or ultrasound, or something like into that, EKG. They may hook you up to check to see where your heart is. They're going to ask you. They're going to ask you some key questions. One, they're going to ask you about your sexual health. Get used to it. Everybody wants to know your business, so get used to it. They're also going to ask you if you feel depressed. They may ask you some questions. There's a slew of questions that they will ask that will help to make a determination as to whether or not you are feeling depressed. And again, this is your trusted provider. So if you're not feeling good, you got to say that you're not feeling good. I often meet people, they want to act as though they're doing so grand. When I come in, I'm like, hi, I'm Sheniqua, I'm the registered nurse. And they're like, oh, all is well, the sun is shining, everything is beautiful. So why am I here? Right? Yeah, you're taking care of yourself, you're doing the best that you can. But this is the time to be a little vulnerable, to tell them what your needs are. So we got to get comfortable with finding people that we trust so that we can be vulnerable with them. This says every 1 to 3 years, depending on what it is, but you do need to go see the gynecologist. They say starting at 21. I would bring it down even to 17, 18. I wouldn't wait till 21 to get my reproductive system in order. Many young women suffer from fibroids and never know it. All you see are your menstrual cycles are long. All you know is that you're cramped up and you're in the bed for 7 to 10 days. I went recently to a workshop where they held up a little shot glass full of liquid. And they said, that's all the blood that should be coming from your body on your monthly. It's this little 30 ounce worth of blood. But for many, they're like, what? I do that every 15 seconds or so, right? So unless you know what your body does and what your norms are, it's going to be hard for you to know. You begin to think that's normal. You think having a 10-day period is normal. You think being cramped over and aching and can't go to school and having a hot pack and a water bottle and all that, you think that's normal. That has become your life. But those can be clear indicators that something is abnormal. But we've normalized it, and so we've totally missed it. So that's why it's important that we go get these annual screenings.